about time for drinks here for the Great Northern Brewing. Gates fly back and they're racing. And the starter caught him pretty well. The Ordered, a big one from inside Gates, begin well, but there's plenty want to be there. Dubai's Got Talent and Country Cop are both ridden hard to try and be up on the speed. Now, Blaze of Glory just gets back with Hindley Street, the centre. Momentum Amethyst drifting back to second last. Borlung back out the back. So they work towards the 1300. In fact, inside that mark now, and the Auditor gets away now. Just a neck in front. Second spot, Dubai's Got Talent. Settling third, Country Cop. I reckon they wanted the lead on it, but didn't have the pace to get to the front. Has to settle to third now. Being tracked up in turn and passed now by Blaze of Glory, who's out a little bit wide around Big One. A length back to Hindley Street. About 5 back to Momentum Amethyst. And Borlung's a further 8 lengths away at the tail. So at the 800, you got the feeling the pace has been pretty genuine here, where the Auditor shows out a length in front of Dubai's Got Talent. Blaze of Glory ridden hard goes up into third spot now off the back of the course, and then Country Cop fourth as they start to string out. Hindley Street's not picking up. Momentum Amethyst is it's coming around the outside from Big One, who's had enough, and Borlung starting to stoke up like he does, but he's spotting 10 down the side, where the Auditor still doing it pretty well at the 400 metre mark. Not sure how much is left, but he's going up to the 300 metre mark clear. Blaze of Glory, the one they've backed, is coming into it in the middle of the track, but no fewer words said as Momentum Amethyst goes up on the outside, deeper out. It's the one coming home nicely. Dubai's Got Talent dropped out with Country Cop, Hindley Street and Borlung finishing on late, but the Auditor's been picked up by Momentum Amethyst, who goes for home close to home, and Momentum Amethyst going right on with the job, goes on to score in good fashion. Momentum Amethyst first, had it won a fair way out, beat the Auditor, who battled on well for second. And then you'd have behind those then Blaze of Glory, who ran a race at decent odds. A gap in the field then to Borlung, well back Hindley Street. Country Cop back second last. Dubai's Got Talent, and Big One, the last one home in the final event this afternoon. And Momentum Amethyst has picked him up and pulled him away in the concluding stages to bring Paul Denton home on top here in the final event on the card, and Kerry Patrick a winner on today's card. Started to work through the gears nicely from about the 700, and some of these were getting tired a fair way out, and it has just picked them up and raced away to score in softest of fashion. Now second will go to 8, and that was the Auditor. Didn't give a sight at decent odds in front of 9. Blaze of Glory, that was a 123s into 5s at one point there. Blaze of Glory, it ran a nice race. Certainly at the each way odds earlier in the day, which I'd say punters would have stepped into, picked up something there. And fourth goes to 2, and that was Borlung, who was spotting. Well, he must have been 15, 20 lengths off him at one point, and he's closed off late like he always does. Fifth goes to number 4, that was Country Cop. He was just he's out of his comfort zone a fair way out. Probably, I think they were trying to lead on him, but couldn't get there and had to take a sit, and he's just held his ground from about the midway stage. So numbers confirmed: 389, 24, 136, 51. And these winners about to return. Momentum Amethyst, a good win here, a couple of starts back, and then it was a good effort when second last time out, but comes home too good here in the final event. It's a 4-year-old Bale Brown gelding, Helmet, Marvellous Miss, owned by Gordon Simmons. Good to see Gordy on track this afternoon. Kerry Patrick, Mrs D. Griever McDonald, Mrs J. McDonald B, and Brooke and Faye Hartley there with G. Ashworth, D. Ashworth, Robbie Longert and Wendy. You've got J. Lovell in the ownership with Mrs C. Lovell, T. Penhall and Mrs A. Penhall, trained by Kerry Patrick and Paul Denton in the saddle. Been a good combination over the journey. 8, the Auditor, a 5-year-old B gelding, Striker, Actrice for Gary Clark, Kim Gladwin, a good day for Clarkie. And third goes to 9, Blaze of Glory, a 6-year-old chestnut mare, Keep the Faith, Tottenham Girl for Emma Steele, and Stan Sakos running the race at good odds. 3.5 by 1.5.